Before we get to today's episode, I wanted to introduce a new event that's coming to the Triangle, fundraiser with a lot of great food, and it's called Cooking for the Classics. And it's a fundraiser for the Lucy Daniels Center, and I have Evelyn from there to tell us a little bit about that. Sous Chef Scott James from Angus Barn, who's one of the chefs in the competition. It's a competition between 16 chefs competing for a restored 1969 Corvette as the grand prize. So there's a lot on the table.
The Lucy Daniels Center is a therapeutic educational setting for children who are dealing with emotional, social, and other challenges. This fundraiser is our attempt to create more programs and support the programs we already have. You can get tickets at www.cookingforaclassic.com.
Well, we got a bunch of really talented chefs coming in from all over the state, and chefs are, always want to be involved in the community. Being able to do what we do and raise money for kids has always really been and really important to me and to the chef community. So we're really excited to be involved, especially at the Angus Barn.
You buy tickets online, they're $50 each?
$50 for the first round, yeah.
For the first round, it's a 6-course meal. You get wine pairings and cocktail pairings with each dish. So it's a lot of great food. So come on out, have some fun, watch these guys, cheer them on, and support a great cause. Back to our episode now. Welcome to another episode of Three Hungry Guys. So I'm with my buddy Brian today, and we're in downtown Raleigh, and we've come across this place in downtown Raleigh called Royale. French bistro cuisine, and you're gonna love it. We're gonna have a lot of great food, great cocktails, perfect date place. So come along, enjoy the ride, and let's have some fun. Kitchen today with executive chef and partner of Royale, Jeff Sizer. And he's going to walk us through a bunch of items to make. Welcome to the show, Jeff.
Thank you very much for having me. So today we're going to start with our orange salad. It's actually a citrus salad. It's the winter time, so we've got really beautiful fruits. We've got some beautiful navel oranges, blood oranges, and some grapefruit. That's just a nice, really fresh little simple salad with some goat cheese, hazelnuts. So what we're going to do, we're just going to sort of go down and peel these oranges, come right around, get all the skin and the pith off. It's actually just like a really simple, super fresh dish. Great in the summertime, in the wintertime.
Any particular orange?
That's a navel, and then this is blood orange. So these are California bloods. Got that really beautiful color.
Yeah.
And we like to do a little grapefruit in the salad because it just picks up the acid, gives you a little more tartness. So just sort of classic segments and slices.
You make peeling that orange and grapefruit so effortlessly compared to
sharp knife and a lot of practice is all I can say. So what we'll do with this is we'll segment the grapefruits just to get a little bit of different shape on the dish. And then with the blood oranges and the navels, we just give them a slice. Again, it's a pretty simple preparation. But just bright, full of flavor. 4 slices of each. So we'll just sort of stack them around the plate. And then we'll do the segments. This. So a little bit of salt right on there. A little bit of pepper. I like a nice coarse grinded pepper so you can really taste it. We'll do a little pomegranate seed. We are big fans of the pomegranate seed here while we can still get them. A little bit of crushed hazelnuts here. Crunch for the flavor of the nut. Generally, when I use herbs, I just like to sort of tear them by hand. You can get a little more natural look than cutting them with a knife.
And what herb is this?
This is mint.
Mint, that's
so we do a little mint in here just again to pick up the freshness of it. This is a watermelon radish. Again, this is just sort of adds a little color and a little funkiness to the dish. And then the dressing on this is white balsamic, honey, Dijon, and just a nice finishing oil, nice olive oil. We'll shine it up really nice. And then we'll finish just a little bit of cheese.
Nice one. And is that goat cheese?
This is a chef goat cheese.
Beautiful.
Take as many as you want, Joe.
So while Mike's back there with Chef Jeff cooking up our dinner, I'm here with Erica at the bar at Royale. She's going to make a couple of cocktails for me today, and I'm really looking forward to this. So tell me a little bit about what you're going to make for me.
So the first drink we're going to make is our Dirty French. It's kind of a fun spin on a classic dirty martini. So for the Dirty French martini, we are going to start out with 2.5 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of the Cornichon pickled rind. We're going to do half an ounce of the dry vermouth. This is actually one of my favorite cocktails. It pairs really nicely with oysters, natural brininess to it. And it's just gonna get stirred. And then last, it gets garnished with a couple of Cornichon pickles.
Very nice.
Let me know what you think.
Look forward to tasting this. That's really good. I can taste the pickle in that a lot. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. Not terribly salty, but just a great taste with that little hint of pickle.
Yeah, a
It's
little
awesome.
fun little twist.
It's nice.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Now we're finished trying the cocktails, cooking in the kitchen. It's time to eat. We're starting off with, I got the citrus salad here. It's beautiful with all these blood orange, navel orange, fresh mint, and I'm a big goat cheese fan. So this is like beautiful and perfect for me.
Really colorful. I like the looks of this.
Yeah. Very light, very refreshing. You know, when we do film, the food actually sits a little bit before we eat it. So in this particular dish, the citrus is marinating in that white balsamic Dijon honey vinaigrette, and it actually, I think, absorbs the flavors more, and it gives you way more flavorful. You got this watermelon radish, which I don't believe I've had before, which is very good, crispy, nice flavor. Very tasty.
I think the citrus, the blood oranges, and the herbs with this, and the goat cheese, is just a really great balance.
Yeah.
It's still refreshing, but you know, you got that little bit of fat there to make it feel really good when you taste it.
And if you guys have never eaten a blood orange, you're missing out on life, because it is flavorful, juicy, it's citrus, and it's hard to describe, but it's different from a regular orange. You really need to try a blood orange if you never had one before, because they're fantastic. Okay, so the next dish we're going to try is the cured lamb dish, which I'm pretty excited to try, that Bobby came up with, and it has a lot of different flavors. But I've never really had, I guess you want to call it a lamb bacon before. So it's really a pretty interesting dish. A lot of lamb flavor. You get a little bit of the different spices that he had in there, the lemon zest, the garlic. You know, so you have that lamb flavor, and then you get the creaminess of the goat cheese, and the little chili peppers there give it a little bite. It adds another dimension. Really a worthwhile dish. You know, Bobby spent several years perfecting this, and it's worth trying if you come here, for sure. If you like lamb, you're gonna be like, wow, this is so good.
Well, I like lamb. This is really good.
Yeah. You go to a lot of restaurants, their wine by the glass never really complements the food that well. They've paired it up great, so loving that. 11-1. So, one of the more traditional classic French dishes that they had that we made was the duck l'orange. So we've got the duck breast here, and I love leeks. If you never had leeks, again, you're missing out. You gotta try some different things. But the orange sauce is so dark and rich and thick. Okay, so if I had one complaint, is that they don't give you enough of that orange sauce for the duck. That is awesome. Rich, velvety. The duck's cooked perfectly, and it's not like an overpowering orange. It's just, I'm gonna play in the Jeff. There's not enough of that sauce in the dish. You gotta like, almost make it like a soup covering it all. Our final dish to try today is this whole snapper with the salad. It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. I like to clear a little salad. The size of this snapper, it's like 2 or 3 pounds. It's definitely something you need to get to share. It is huge, and it is...
Hurry up, I'm trying to get to that.
Yeah.
It's looking really good.
So you were our camera guy. So as you know, we film, after we're done filming, we let the camera guys have at it with the rest of the food, and they're chomping at the bit, and they're excited that there's only 2 hungry guys today and not 3. So we'll get their input a little bit later. Super moist, tasty, fried perfectly, not overdone. You don't taste like this greasy fish at all. It's like a very moist, delicate, with a light batter on it.
Super, the fry is really light. It's like
Yeah.
the rice flour, I think
Yeah.
makes it really light.
But I think partly too, when he says they soak it in that seltzer, kind of makes it easy to batter and coats it to fry. So I'm not a big fried fish person, period. But this is amazing. So we've had a great meal. Now we're on to dessert and champagne. First of all, they have a great champagne menu. Lots of champagnes by the glass. Of course, being French and champagne, it goes hand in hand, wouldn't you say? So you can get a bottle of Dom Perignon here for a fraction over cost. And that's how they are with the champagnes. They want you to come enjoy, have fun, drink some bubbly. And we're also gonna have some desserts. They're made by Jesse Barden, who's actually one of the partners in the restaurant, so you know it's gonna be excellent, done with love. We've got a chocolate peanut butter tart, a couple homemade cookies, a chocolate chip, a homemade Oreo, and a homemade shortbread, great champagne, and we're gonna have a great time. And we're gonna say goodnight for now, have our desserts, but you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. You should come here, check it out, bring a date, great atmosphere. What do you say, Brian?
I'd say so.
Say cheers, and we're gonna say ciao, and we'll see you next time on 3 Hungry Guys.